Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So last time we finished Saddha Viriya Saddha Sati Hiri Oddapam. So very important, beautiful mental concomitants. So Saddha is the beginning of the Buddhism. So without Saddha, we cannot become teach students of the Buddha student. So if we want to become a lay Buddhist, we have to have a faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Out of faith, we take refuge, Buddham, Saranam, Gacchami, and so on. Take a refuge in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. So, so also, if we want to become a novice, so we have to have a faith in the triple gem, because out of faith, so Saddha, Babajita, one who renounce the world out of faith, okay, out of faith in the Buddha. So then they have to take a refuge in the triple gem. Buddha, Saranam, Gacchami, novice also, female novice also, like that. So also, if we want to become a man or nurse, they should be ordained out of faith, out of their faith. So in the triple gem. Otherwise, so without faith, it will be difficult for them to abide by the monastic disciplines laid down by the Buddha. So that's why, so whoever, either laymen, lay women, monks or nuns or novice, both male and female, so they Saddha is a compulsory. Okay, so that Saddha should not be blind faith. Okay, out of the blind faith is not okay, but out of the faith in the Buddha's wisdom, Buddha is understanding. Buddha really knows okay, the reality. Dhamma is the teaching that enshrines the Buddha's teaching about the reality of the world. So the Sangha is the disciple, noble disciple of the Buddha who follow the Buddha's rules and regulations, and also who practice as the Buddha instructed. Okay, so in this way, we understand out of understanding. So Saddha should be established out of the understanding. So when that Saddha arises, our mind becomes clear. So as we have studied before, Saddha remove surface, Saddha remove dust on the surface of our mind. And also Saddha makes all the defilements sink down into the deepest level, into the lowest level. So that is the power of the Saddha. So Sati, so if we have a Saddha, out of Saddha we become a man, a nuns, laymen, laywomen. They have to follow the Buddha's word, Sati, mindful, be mindful. So there was, during the Buddha's dying, there was a monk. So he go to the Buddha, and then the Buddha he asked the Buddha how many rules and regulations there he should abide by. Then the Buddha explained there are many rules for the monk to do 7 in brief. So millions and millions of rules in detail. Then he said, okay, so much rules I don't want to follow. So it would be better for me to go back to the real life. Then the Buddha said, so if it is so many, then can you keep one thing? Yeah, one thing is okay. Then the Buddha said, Sati, please be mindful all the time. Whatever action you make, whatever bodily movement you make, bodily action, verbal action, mental action you make, please be mindful. Then it's okay because only one Sati. So with the Sati, we can be virtuous person, moral. Our morality will be pure, concentration will be stronger, and also wisdom will be brighter. So that's why Sati, after the Saddha, we should establish a Sati. We should live with the Sati all the time. So that's why Sati is necessary all the time. So also, Hiri Oddabba, the beautiful mental concomitants, moral shame and moral dread. So when we live as a man or nuns or lay people, we should have a kind of a moral shame, sense of a moral shame, and also sense of a moral dread. We should be ashamed to do evil actions, either physically, verbally, or even mentally, to think about the bad things we should be ashamed of. Okay? When there is a greedy mind arises, we should be ashamed of. And also, whenever anger arises, we should be ashamed of that anger because it is defiling. It makes us ugly. So that is a moral shame. So also Oddabba, moral dread. Okay, out of respect to the other, out of respect to the community, out of respect to the teachers, and so on, we should be fearful to do any even slightest evil actions, immoral actions. That's why here the Buddha's disciples, so very royal, loyal disciple of the Buddha. Okay, loyal. He is very faithful to the Buddha. Then it see danger even in the slightest mistakes. He see as a very big danger. So that is what Oddabba. Okay, so out of Hiri Oddabba. So if we are with the Hiri Oddabba moral shame and moral dread in our mind, then our morality will be supported to be very pure. Because out of shame, out of dread, we don't commit any evil action, so that our morality becomes pure. So even though these mental concomitants, they are here you see 19 beautiful universal mental concomitants, but they are interrelated to one another. They work together. They support one another. So, but sometimes Saddha is a predominant. Saddha is a leader. Sometimes Sati is a leader. Sometimes Hiri leader, Oddabba leader, like that. So up to the conditions. So these mentalities, they're trying to take the leading role in the accomplishment of the moral and the virtuous actions, wholesome actions. Okay, so that is just to review what you have studied before in the Sada, Sati, Hiri, Ottappa. Today we go to the very familiar one, alobha, adosa. Okay, Tadara Majadada. Alobha, opposite to the lobha. Okay, opposite to the lobha. Alobha is opposite, mental concomitant, which is opposite to the greed. Okay, opposite to the craving. So whenever lobha arises, we crave for, we greed, we have a greed, okay, and also we long for something. Also, sometimes we attach to something. So that is the nature of the lobha, attached to the object as a mind, okay, mind property, I, okay, mind body, and so on. So, but the alobha, when the alobha take place, then there is no such a nature. Even though we encounter with the object, even the object may be very beautiful, very pleasant, but we don't crave for, we don't cling to as I or my property, my object, and so on. Even to our physical body, our life, we will not cling to as I or my property, my body, and so on. So that is the nature of the alobha. Alobha we can briefly understand as what? The mental concomitant, which is the opposite to the greed, attachment. Okay. So regarding the characteristics, they are explained, the commentators explain that Aramani Chitasa Agida Lekano. So it has a characteristic of the no greed, being with the no greed of the mind. So the mind was free from the lobha, okay, free from the greed. So it means generous. We become, if there is a no lobha, we don't want to hold it. Rather, we want to release it. Okay, we want to give it. We want to let it go. We will be ready to let something go. Because so lobha take hold of something. Lobha grasp something, the whatever object that he encounter, he experience. But the alobha does not hold. Okay, does not take hold of it, and also does not agree. So the mental nature, the nature of the mind, when the alobha arises, so it does not, the mind become free from the attachment, free from the greed on the object. The object cannot stop. You cannot stop the object. Objects are all the time. Even though you lock the door and then you stay inside the room, inside the cave, objects are there. Okay, visible objects are there. Sound are there. Smell, taste, touch, thought are there. These objects are all the time. But our emotion, the way we react to the object. So if lobha presence, lobha take hold of the object as a mind. Suppose you see many money, okay, very beautiful object. Then when you see that one, then you think, oh, it's a mind belonging, and so on. But with the alobha, we will not take hold of that object as yours. So alobha makes you generous. That's why sometimes it is translated as a generosity. Alobha is a generous, become a generous. Lobha is grasping, holding. So Aramani Chitasa Aghida Lakano. So it has a characteristic of no being with no attachment of the mind in the object. Okay, in the object. And also it is explained as alega bawa lekanowa. Lega means attach. Okay, attach like a super glue. Okay, super glue. Legati is like a super glue. If you use this glue or super glue, it adhere to something. Okay, it attach to something. It stick to something. But when alobha arises, does not stick to any object, does not cling to, does not attach to the object, does not adhere to the object. Okay, that is alega bhava lekhana, alega bhava lekhana. So it is explained with the simile or the word. Kamala deli jala bindu, drop of water. A drop of water, okay, there is a lotus leaf in the lake. Also nowadays people plant lotus in the house. Maybe they make a small pot. On that small pot, they plant a lotus. So whenever you put a drop of water, you place a drop of water onto the leaf or the lotus, then the water does not cling to it, does not cling to the leaf or the lotus, and then rather it fall down. Okay? So also alobha is that of that nature. Alobha has that characteristics of clinging, no clinging to any object. Object may appear, but one after another, but no clinging there. So that is alaga bhava lekhano. Okay. Regarding the function, aparigaha raso, parigaha means occupying. Aparigaha, do not occupy. It has a function of not occupying. Whatever object that we see, we experience through the eye, ear, nose, tongue, and body or mind. So with the alobha, we try to occupy that object as ours. But with the alobha, that's not occupying. Okay, very, very beautiful mental concomitance. Because we try to occupy, that's why there are a lot of problems. Okay, so if we don't try to occupy, then no problem, because other people they may try to occupy and then they may have a problem, but for you, you are out of the problem. So that is a function of the alobha, aparikaha. Okay, aparikaha raso or aparikahana raso, not occupying. It has a function of not occupying, rather releasing. So whenever alobha present, you want to let it go. You want to release what you have, what you hold, what you see. That's why it is explained with the example of the Mokta Bhikkhu Viya, with the simile of the Arahant. Okay? Simile of the Arahant, who has been released from the lobha, dosa, moha. So as an Arahant, he will not take anything out of it. He will not grasp to anything. So, like the other hand, okay, alobha, even though not the other hand yet we are, but sometimes alobha arises. We just want to release. We just want to give other people, share other people. No, we don't want to hold. So for the ordinary people, whatever you see, you want to get. Whatever position, other people, or opportunities are there, you want to grasp. that opportunity. So that is the human nature. So among the monastic life also like the same. Whenever a lobha present, we try to compete with one another to take a position, to get the requisites, and then to be familiar with the people, and so on. So in the monastic life also like this. So these are realities. As I explained you people, reality does not change because of the location, because of the time. Time and space cannot change the reality. If it can change, it is not reality. Okay. So also here, when lobha arises in the mind, so the mind become greedy and want to take many requisites, many robes, many food, and so on, many dwelling places. So also when lobha arises in the lay people, the same thing. They want to get more and more houses, luxurious place, better and better, better to the best. Okay, and also one car after another, one luxurious car after another, like that. The same nature. The lobha, ultimate reality share the same nature. Even when that lobha arises in the dog, the same. The dog become greedy. So that's why the ultimate reality, they don't change because of the time, because of the space, or because of the location. It remains the same. So alobha also the same thing. When the alobha arises in our mind, as a monk, we want to offer, we want to share. Sometimes we take a seat on the bus, suppose. There is one seat only. So, but another monk come, or another elderly person come, another sick person come. So, he want to share. He is ready to share, give his seat. So, he will rise up and provide a seat for others. That is what in our mind, other time, alobha, generosity, present, is present. Okay, how beautiful it is. So also in the lay people also when alobha arises to the lay people, the same thing. They want to share. When the alobha arises, they want to eat alone. They want to eat alone. Even in the family, before other people come, you eat all. You eat as much as you like. Then you left the remaining. But when alobha arises, you will not do like that. You consider, okay, there are 5 people. Okay, there will be 5 people, so I will leave. So I will eat only my portion. Okay, so in this way, alobha is present in our mind. So sometimes the alobha arises. Other than even we don't want to take the position, we don't want to take even our shares. We want to give that our share to other persons who are in need. So that is alobha's nature. Okay, alobha make us happy, make people happy, because we ourselves also happy when the alobha arises. Because alobha arises, we are ready to give. We want to share our requisites with the other people. So what do you think? Taking and taking and giving, which one makes you more happy? Whether taking, when you receive something, you are happy. Most of the people, when whatever they get, they are happy. But the only few people, whenever they are giving, whenever they give, they are happy. So people are happy because of the giving or because of the receiving, taking and giving. Which one make you more happy, more light? So you can consider, okay, or maybe later you may share something, you may offer something, you may give something to other people, even sometimes you feed a dog, a pet, a bus, and so on. At that time, how do you feel? So the happiness, the quality of the happiness is different, okay, in giving and receiving. So that one. So teachers, they said, okay, happiness received, happiness acquired through the giving is more stronger, okay, stronger than the happiness acquired through the receiving. So that's why alobha make us happy, okay, more happy. So also other people, whoever receive our giving, they are also happy. That's why dana, okay, dana is related to the alobha. Dana is action, more maybe wholesome action. Dana is a wholesome action. When that action arises, alobha is there. Okay? Alobha is there. Alobha appear as a ultimate reality. Okay? So in the Buddha's word, they are mentioning adanda dhamanandanam. Adanda dhamanandanam. Dana is taming. Dhamana means taming. So to tame the person who are untamed, okay, adanda, so who are not trained, so they are very wild, very cruel, okay. So like a wild dog. The dog, if you don't give it any food, the dogs are easy to bark, easy to get angry with you. Then then one day you feed, okay, candy, or you feed the food, then that dog become no longer wild, okay, become civilized. Okay? Okay. So that's why the Buddha says, adanda dhamanandana. Dana is the way to tame the untamed. Adana and danda do second. Opposite way the Buddha explains. Adana without dana is what? Destroying the person who have been tamed, trained. So even though you train another people for a long time, for 1 month, 2 months, and so on, but if you fail to give, he become very cruel. He will treat you as an enemy. Okay, so that's why adana. So lack of adana destroy even the person who have trained. Danena biya wajaya, onamanti namanti cha. The Buddha explained how to social, regarding the social science. We can simply say regarding the social science, how to make a good or healthy relationship with the another people. So then the Buddha explained dana is a very powerful tool to make a better relationship with the other people. Not only dana, some people, even though they give, the words they say are very, very rough, very, very how to say, harsh, okay, rude words they give, even though they sometimes parents they get angry. They get angry because of some reason. Other day, the child, they are crying for the food. Then maybe mommy and daddy, they may not have enough money, but that's why they get angry. They get angry because of the child. the child asks for the food, cry for the food, then they angry, they buy the food, and then they give a food. But Mena is very rude. Okay, you bastard. Okay, swallow it, something like that. So they don't use the polite words. Okay, polite words, sweet words. So even though other person, because they are in need, that's why they receive you are giving. But if you use rude words, harsh speech, then they will not be happy. And rather they will get angry with you because of that you are impolite words. That's why the Buddha says, Dhani Nabiya Wajaya, Onamandi Namandija. Okay. So with the Dhana, with the Piya Waja, Dana giving, as well as the Piya Waja is the sweet words, saying the polite words. Onamandi Namandija. Those who do not bow down to you, they will bow down to you. Okay? They will bend towards you. Their mind become soft, and they're ready to do what you ask, what you discuss, ready to get the agreement. Okay, that's why nowadays business people, when they are going to discuss a big business, a big deal, okay, big business deals, other than they invite to the hotel, big hotel, luxurious hotel and a big restaurant, they serve with the food, and then while they are eating, they discuss about their business. Okay, that is also a very good way. So that kind of teaching also available in the Buddha's teaching. So what I like to highlight here is alobha dana is a wholesome action, and then whenever you do dana, there is alobha. Okay, alobha, mental concomitant is there. So out of alobha, we do dana. Our jitana, pollution is led by the alobha. So then we are ready to give. Okay, like a Muddha Bhikkhu, like a Muddha Bhikkhu we are. An arahant who has a release from all kinds of defilement. So that's why here mentioned Abrigha Raso. Okay, Dana has a function of letting go. We can simply say function of letting go. And then another one, Pachupatthana, an Ananli Bhava, Ananlina. Okay, Ananlina Bhava, Pachupatthano. Anlina means clinging or staying. Okay, if you are wearing a white cloth or whatever, beautiful cloth, or maybe expensive cloth. So at the time when a wine or a coffee or whatever, it is spilled on your cloth, then it is stained. Okay? It will not. It is difficult to remove. So that the anlina. Anlina means attached or adhere or cling. Ananlina, na anlina. Okay? Na anlina bhava. State of being, no adhering to, okay, no clinging to. So it appears in our mind as a meditator. If you practice a meditation, sometimes alobha arises. Okay, then you have to look at the nature of the alobha so that you can see very clearly. The way that alobha appears in our mind is no attachment. Okay, having no attachment to the object. Here, example is giving like ugly example. Asujemi patita purisaviya, like a man who fall into a pit. Okay, that pit is what asuchi, impurities. Okay, impurities like excrements, Okay, suppose sometime you wear very, very expensive and beautiful shoe, okay, shoe or slipper. Sometimes we step on a counter or many other excrements, any kinds of excrement. Then what happened to you? So you have a no attachment to that excrement. Okay, that even though that excrement is attached to your slipper or to your shoe, but you don't like, you don't appreciate, you have a no attachment to that one. So also, alobha, whenever alobha arises, objects are there, objects are around you, but the state of a mind is a no attachment. Even you look at you observe your body, your physical body, appearance, positions and possessions, but you feel no attachment to that one. Objects are there, but the objects are with you, but no attachment. So that kind of nature clearly appear in our mind when alobha arises. So that's why it is instructed for the meditators, whenever alobha arises, we try to see what is alobha, how it appear in our mind. Okay. That is anandina bhava pachupatthano asujemi patita puriso viya. Okay. So regarding the
Asujimi, yeah, Asujimi.
patita, patita, pata, fall down. Patita, Purisa who has a fall, Purisa man, Patita who has a fall down, maybe to the pit. Okay, pit is there. So on that pit you fall down. Some men fall down. That pit is full of excrement. Also, Jamie, Patita, Puriso, we are. So it appear in our mind. So, Lakana. Okay, these are, and then Bhadatthana, regarding the Bhadatthana, in the Bali text commentaries don't mention directly. So, but here, Sayadaw Dr mentioned that it is object. Object is the proximate cause for the alobha to arise. Okay? Also, you can what to also base, okay, base, object, and also other associated mental concomitants, okay, they are also can be regarded as a proximate cause for the rising of the alobha. One of the important proximate cause is also yoniso manasikara. Okay, yoniso manasikara, paying wise attention, proper attention. So that one, suppose objects are there. If you pay attention unwisely, improperly, then alobha will arise. Okay. If you pay attention wisely, properly, then alobha will arise. So that's why yoniso manasikara Bhadatthana also for people, even though not mentioned there, but I think, so in my understanding, yoniso manasikara also can be proximate cause for the alobha to arise. So far what I tell you is about the alobha in comparison with the lobha. Okay, so you can understand more clearly if you compare with the lobha nature, because these are the natures within ourselves. Okay, we are very friendly with lobha. So whenever alobha arises, we have to know it, how it is. Okay, whenever alobha arises, we have to know, we have to observe how it is. So one thing for sure is whenever lobha is present, We want to possess. Okay, we want to possess the object. Whenever alobha arises, we don't want to possess. Okay, so either men or women or lay person or monastic or whatever. So the more we have a lobha, the more lobha we have. Okay, we were never satisfied. That's why in the test, I think it is one of the sutta name I forget. Uno logo adito. Uno logo adito. Loga, the war is una, empty. Okay? The war is empty. Even though you get the millions and millions of USD or millionaires or billionaire or maybe many billionaires, money or property you have. But so long as the lobha is there, you don't feel full. You still feel empty. Adito you are never satisfied. So never satisfied for those who have a lobha arises. So uno logo adito. Okay, uno logo adito. So the throughout the life we try to those to as it is a nature. Okay, so it is we are not blaming to those who are trying to accumulate more and more wealth. So that is a duty. Okay, that is duty of the human being. So you have to take care of the families, you have to take care of community, relatives, society, and so on. So the more you have, it is better for you to provide service, okay, for the well-being or welfare of the many people. So, but the one thing is don't be greedy. Okay? Duty and then greedy are different. Okay? So we have to we have to fulfill our duties. That is the one thing. So another thing is greedy. You should not attach to whatever, we should not attach to whatever we have, we possess. So because it is dangerous to our life. Okay. Suppose throughout the life, we hold it. We try to accumulate many cars, many houses, many buildings, and so on, many areas, many lands. So then taking that this is mine also in this way. So by the time we are on the lying dead bed, by the time we lie on the dead bed, whatever. So we should not release, we should not let it go. We are not able to let it go. Okay, we are not able to leave everything behind. We stay attached to these things, properties. That is lobha. That lobha, when that lobha take the place in the maranasana viti, thought process that have been during near the dead moment. Okay, maranasana thought process. So in that process, there is a lobha javana is there. So when we remember you are very luxurious house, taking my house, so my property, my car, my land, and so on, my monastery for the month, okay, my dumbbell, and so on. So if we died, so with that manasana javana, lobha javana, then what happened? It will drag you down to the woeful states. Okay, it will drag you down beautifully. Okay, to the woeful state, not to the good place, because that is the danger of the lobha. But for the alobha, so we, as I explained before, alobha has a function of taking no possession. Okay, possession, no possession. He don't hold. Maybe he would, as a monk, four requisites people offer, it is to use, not to attach. Okay, not to attach. So one time when I was traveling to India, Buddha Gaya, so on the plane, so we have to take the flight from Myanmar to India. Other than Indian Airlines are there. So on the plane there are many people, lay people. So they serve the drink, juice, alcohol as well. So wine or beer and so on. Some of the people, they, so whenever they come and waiter, I don't know how to call the people and the attendants, okay, a flight attendants, they serve alcohol, maybe borders. Other than people don't drink, but they take away. They put into the bag, one bottle after another. Then another second round, the attendant come. They ask again another one. Then I remember he shout. That attendant he announced that this one is not. This one is to drink, not to take away. Okay. So here you drink here on board, but you should not take away. So also here, requisite is the people offer. It is to use, not to attach. Okay, attach is a problem. Use is not a problem. Okay, so but when you use, we have to use it without attachment, without greed. Okay, rather we have to use it with the mindfulness and also with the sambhajanya, comprehension. So comprehension here means how much. So suppose if lay people provide the food, very plenty of food, you have to know your limit. Know the limit. Okay, you have to know your own limit. The limit means yourself. Okay, how much should I eat? Okay, how much is proper for me to eat? And then also you have to know the limit of the receiving. How much should I receive? How much should I partake? So on. So that they call sambhajanya. So four sambhajanyas are there. Satthaka sambhajanya, whether it is beneficial for your health or not. You have to consider if lay people will offer what they like, okay, what they have, they will offer. But it is our duty to consider, okay, to understand clearly which food is appropriate for our health, which food is not. Okay, so after eating, you cannot blame other people because they offer me, that's why I eat, then I got sick. Then that's a no way. So what you have to do is you have to contemplate, you have to consider, comprehension, wisdom is there, sambhajanya, satthaka sambhajanya, and also sabbaya sambhajanya, whether it is appropriate or not. Okay, so that one, we have to use it wisely and also mindfully so that the alobha will not arise. So the Buddha explained that the requisites given by the lay people are the thing for us not to attach. Okay, we should not attach to the offering of the people. Maybe how to say food, robes, okay, and also dwelling place and medicines or any other properties they offer. That is not the thing to be attached. And the Buddha instruct with a very, very serious example that what the Buddha gave example is that the people give is what the people give is something like what? Something like the thing they vomit. Okay, people they vomit. Okay, they spit out because they don't want to use this one anymore. That's why they offer it. So some people people are generously offer under the Buddha in order to remind, not to attach. Okay, to these requisites, the Buddha reminds his disciples. These are the thing people vomit. Okay, is it proper for you to attach? Okay, to the things other people vomited? Okay, so like a slivers, okay, they spit away. So we should not attach. So the Buddha remind his disciples not to have attachment. So some of therefore, we should be ashamed of arising of the attachment to the properties, requisites offered by the lay people. Okay. So here, one story is giving in the regard Hati Bala Jataka. Hati Bala Jataka. So you may have a time to read over there. Jataka Athakatha, volume 4. Okay, but page number 478 to 495. Hati Bala Jataka is there. Hati Bala, at that time, the Bodhisattva, our Bodhisattva is Hati Bala. Okay, so he renowned the world. Okay, he's together with his father, mother. So his whatever he possessed with the whole family. Okay, he Hati Bala, his father and mother, he renounced everything they have, and then they become a monk. They went to the forest.
Sayadaw is a monk or is a hermit?
Yeah, we can say hermit.
Okay.
Ascetic or hermit. Okay, not during the Buddha's time, not bhikkhu, but the hermit. Okay. So at that time, the king over there his name is Esukari. Esukari. So that the king take a possession of everything they left behind. Okay. So the king who want to say occupy everything they left behind. So when the queen came to know about that, so the queen admonished her husband, the king. So that's why he trying to she asked her servant to buy a meat from the market, and many meats are there, and then she asked her to put together to make a heap of the meat on the in the bellies. Then on the belly is not inside the bellies, but the open space, in the open space. Okay. Then heap of the meat are there, so that is covered around. Okay, that is covered around from every corner. It is covered. So only one hold above. Okay, on top of the meat, there is one hold. The other part are completely covered. So then around that meat, around the heap of that meat, so the queen asked her servant to make a net to catch, to catch whoever come, maybe birds. So when when the bars or vajras, they see the meat, they will come and eat. Then to catch them, they put, well, how do you say, they set up a kind of a net. Yeah. So by seeing that the heap of the meat, many vajras come down from the sky, from the space, from the sky. So that day, so there are also wise, clever, okay, clever vajras are there. Some of the clever vajras, they come and eat. And then after eating, they have to fly up. Because if they eat a lot, okay, their body become very heavy. They have to fly up straightly to the sky. Only then they will not be caught in the net. So other than some of the clever vajras, so they do, what do they do is they vomit. Okay, after vomiting, these kind of whatever they eat, they fly into the sky. So, but some of the vultures which are not wise, not clever enough, they eat. Okay, they eat as much as they want, and then they cannot fly up. Then what happened? They were caught in the net. So showing that the scene, so the queen admonished the king Esukari. So over there in the Jataka story. So that in that story, what you can understand is that, so if you want to release, you have to vomit. Okay, you have to vomit whatever you eat. Okay, you have to release. So Hamid Atibala and his together with his father and mother, they want to release from the round of suffering. Okay, they want to be released, liberated from the round of suffering. That's why they left everything behind. So those who don't see the danger of being in the samsara dukkha, they don't understand. That's why they eat as much as they can, they enjoy without considering any danger like that, like a dull watchers. Finally, they were caught up and then they will be killed. So also, people or beings. So if we don't understand the real nature of the dukkha, real nature of the life, then we were trying to get as much as they can with the heavy possessions, heavy attachment to the possessions and possessions. We cannot fly away. We cannot be liberated from the round of the suffering. So that story is a very, very beautiful story, enlightening to our human nature, the greedy nature, as well as alobha nature, no greedy nature. So we have to understand that the story as well. Then if you have a time, please try to find the time to read that kind of a story. So that is alobha. Okay. So alobha and dana dana is action, alobha is mind, mentality. Without alobha, without the presence of the alobha, it will be difficult for us to do dana, generosity. Okay, generous offering, generous giving. So very important point is that understanding the nature. So we have to try to become a alobha person. Okay? Trying to arise alobha in our mind. So that we can use it. Okay, we can earn money, but without lobha. Is it possible to earn money without lobha? Some people they say no. It is, how can it be without lobha? How can we earn money? How can we run business? So they think like that. But actually, they are successful not because of the lobha, but the alobha. Okay, so they don't see the real uh, real enter of the being rich, being worthy. To become a worthy, okay, to become a rich, lobha cannot make. Okay? Lobha cannot make you rich. Alobha make you rich. Okay, so alobha, it is very important in our life. So one of the three roots, wholesome roots, alobha, adosa, amoha. So next one, adosa. Adosa is opposite to the dosa. Okay, opposite to the dosa, anger. Opposite to the anger is loving kindness, metta. Okay, adosa, cetasika. Okay, now, but don't confuse it with the love. Love is dana. Okay, love is what the gihasita bhima, attachment to the household love. Okay, so that is related to the life, related to the household. So adosa is a metta, pure metta, not related to anything. Unconditional love, we can simply say unconditional love. So it is not because of our parents, not because of our family members, but because of the no reason, because of being, because of you are a human being. That's why another being, you, or maybe because of the being, we have a metta, loving kindness. Either he may be rich or poor, or maybe famous or notorious or whatever, without any discrimination, without any boundary. So that kind of without any condition, that kind of a love is called adosa. Okay, unconditional love. So adosa, opposite to the dosa. Adoso, that adosa is a mental concomitant. Okay, mental concomitant. One of the mental concomitant that is opposite to the anger. So dosam bahanaya mittam bhaveti. If you want to abandon dosa, you have to develop metta, okay, loving kindness, adosa, that positive mental energy we have to develop. We have to get more and more. So that is adosa. So it has a characteristic of the achandika lakano. Chandika lakano. Chandika lakana is anger, very cruel nature. Achandika is no cruel, okay, no cruel nature. Adosa has a characteristic of a being, no cruelty, lack of a opposite of a cruelty, tenderness, okay, delicate nature. So achandika lakano. So mind, if you get angry, the mind becomes very rough and tough, okay, very gross. But when adosa arises, mind becomes subtle, okay, subtle nature, characteristic of the subtlety, opposite to the cruelty. Aviroda lakanoa. Another characteristic is no going against. Okay. Aviroda. Viroda means going against. what dosa, when you get angry, when you dislike, then you mostly go against another person, against to the conditions, what you experience, whatever object that you encounter, you go against the object. So that is, but adosa, when adosa arises, we don't go against any person, any object, okay? Any object. Even though they say they come and attack you physically, verbally, you don't react angrily. It means you don't go against to that dosa. Let him anger. Let him angry you. So you don't respond. Respond doesn't mean that because you are afraid of. Okay? But you understand the danger of being angry. So that's why adosa is a character, has a characteristic of going, no, not going against to any other object or any other person. Like a what? Like a anugula maito we are. So we have a friends. So that some of the friends are very kind to us. Whatever we want to do, they follow, they help us. Okay, that kind of a friend is called anugula. So every day, or maybe I want to do something, they yes, you do. I will help you to do. Okay, that sort of friend, anugula. Adosa is similar to that kind of a friend. So very kind-hearted friend. And then it has a function of agada vinayo, agada vinaya raso. It has a function of dispelling, removing grudge, removing anger. So whenever adosa presents, adosa play the function of the removing anger or grudge. Otherwise, we may have a grudge. In the world, we mostly bear the grudge in mind. So, because everyone may not be good to us. Okay, some of the people are very bad to us. Sometimes they try to harm, they're trying to kill, they're trying to destroy our well-being, and so on. They're trying to disturb. Okay, they're trying to kick out. They're trying to kick us out of their way, out of the progress. So many people they treat us badly. But don't grudge in mind. Don't bear the grudge in mind. If adosa arises in our mind, if we develop adosa in our mind, even though they treat us badly or very seriously, harmfully, no problem. We don't grudge. We don't bear the grudge in mind. We don't get angry because of the adosa. Adosa's function is removing grudge or anger. And also another function is parilaha vinayo. Parilaha vinaya raso. Parilaha means burning. Okay, vinaya means dispelling. So to dispel, to remove burning mind. Okay? So if dosa arises, anger burning our heart. Okay? Our heart will be burned, very seriously burned. So, but the adosa arises, it quench, it calm down all the hot or the heat. Okay, like what the chandana we are. Chandana means what? Sal. Chandana, how to go? I forget a kind of it is it the name of the tree? Okay, so the bark or the property from that tree, if you make a liquid, then Sometimes we pick
Sayadaw is sandalwood.
sandalwood. Yes,
Yeah.
surely.
Okay.
Again, Chandana means sandalwood. That makes you cool. So sometimes while we were a child, we get maybe temperature is very high. Other time parents are very kind. They trying to make a liquid paste, and I like it in the car. And then they apply on our body, so it make us cool. So also, adosa is like a sandalwood. Okay, sandalwood. It make us calm down and cool. Dosa is like a fire. It make us hot. Okay. So also that is a function. Another one, Pajupadana. Pajupadana is a Soma Bhava Pajupadano. It manifests, it appears in our mind as what? As a peace. Okay, as a peace. Soma Bhava, state of being peaceful. So whenever adosa arises in our mind, or whenever metta citta arises in your mind, you can contemplate that mentality, that nature. There you will see, oh, it is so peaceful. So peaceful as a peace or peaceful nature, it will appear in our mind. So like Pona Chando, we are like the full moon. So on the full moon night, okay, on the full moon night, maybe those who are living in the cities, they live with the electricity. So they forget, they don't know the beauty and the peace of the full moon night. But, but for those who are living in the villages, so in the area where there is no electricity, so while we were child also, so very happy at the full moon night. We play under the moonlight. Okay, very peaceful, calm. At the night, it is a peaceful, calm, and the light is there. So also here, so adosa, cetasika, metta, manifests or appear in our mind as a full moon, which is full of peace. Okay? So Padadhana also the same thing as a Sayadaw here provided object or phases or other associated mental concomitants. So Agada Vinaya Padadhana, Agada Vinaya Rasa. Okay. So object. So to have an adosa, we have to have a what? Object. Metta. Metta take a sentient being as an object. Okay. Without beings, we cannot develop metta, dosa, adosa, cetasika. So that is something about the adosa. So adosa is opposite to the dosa. Adosa is a fire, dosa is a water. Okay. So adosa is a very hot, dosa is a very hot, adosa is very peaceful. So please develop that kind of a very beautiful and also positive mental energy so that our life will be peaceful and prosperous. So with this, we will conclude for today. Thank you so much for listening. Buddha Sasanam Jiran Daitatu, Buddha Sasanam Jiran Daitatu, Buddha Sasanam Jiran Daitatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.